Hey everyone, this is the Hines Red Ketchup Show. I'm Hines, he's Red.
It's good.
And we're just catching up. We're brought to you by Hunts.
CatchUp.
Yeah, it is a catch-up. And we're coming live from Studio 412 in southern Minnesota. Yeah. What we doing, we just kind of talk about everything and nothing at the same time.
And anything.
So if you have any requests, hit us up on our Twitter handle at Hines Red Catchup.
Capitalize the U on up.
Yep, very much so. And so let's talk about what happened last week or this week.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Joe Paterno.
He perished.
He's no longer with us.
He's gone.
He's ground-bound, so what I like to call it. Right?
Hey, this is we don't want to get too religious.
No.
So he's in the ground.
He's in the ground. And how do you feel about that?
Sad. I didn't cry, but I was sad. He's a big-time figure, you know. Whether he has one hip that's real or no hips that are real.
We don't know.
But
doctors haven't clarified.
Yeah. All jokes aside, though, he was a great football coach. He didn't go out the way I wanted him to go out, but it wasn't under his control. You know? What do you think?
I think that something's going to come out in the next couple months. I think it was weighing on him so much that he couldn't handle it, and he passed away. I think something's going to come out in the next couple months that's going to say Paterno knew everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I like the guy, I think no stadiums will ever be named after him because Penn State didn't even let him keep his job without investigating further. So there's no way they're going to put his permanent name on any of their buildings.
And that's sad. I wish they would.
Sad as it might be.
It's being a little hypocritical. You know?
He's 85 years old.
Was 85 years old.
Okay, was 85 years old. He gave, 46 years?
46 years. 409 wins.
To one university. Built the program up to a prestigious nature where Penn State is football. I mean, Penn State, if you think of Penn State University, you think of football. You think of Joe Paterno. You don't think of volleyball, although they have a really good volleyball team.
True that.
I mean,
they won 4 national championships in a row.
It's a lot in a row, and don't ask me how I've watched that a lot of times. But, what else happened? We got State of the Union address. Did you watch State of the Union address?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I didn't figure. I figured you probably didn't watch State of the Union address. You know what? I'll tell you what I kind of figured about the State of the Union address. This is kind of what I feel.
Yeah.
All right. President Obama needed a different tie. He went the red tie. Don't like it. Should have went blue, something more casual. You know, the whole red, white, and blue thing. You know, they get people to tell them what to wear. Complete BS.
It's almost Valentine's Day.
It is almost Valentine's Day.
Maybe that's why he went with the red.
I don't think that's why. Well,
Michelle wanted him to go with the red.
And she has all the leeway in that. Because, I mean, have you seen the guns on her?
She could beat him up.
Oh, she could take him in no time at all.
Yeah.
I want to see an arm wrestling contest between the First Lady and the President of the United States.
Pay-per-view tickets, $69.99.
Oval Office desk.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope they're both lefties because I know he is.
That's creepy.
Yeah. Well, you see him signing all those documents. You know what he's really doing?
What is he doing?
Writing checks for pizza just like you did a couple minutes ago.
Of course. Got to get the pizza. I'm hungry.
But beyond that, you're right. State of the Union dress, us college kids, we don't really care at this point.
Too busy. Magic Johnson's on the court.
Yep, that was right.
Trying to win an intramural championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what are you going to do?
That's going well, though.
It is going well.
Couple early W's.
Yep, can't be stopped.
Keep that success rolling in. Pound some people in a couple days here. So, okay. Well, other news. Did you hear Pat Sajak? Right, he goes that he gets hammered before he goes on a Wheel of Fortune.
Now, why would he do such a thing?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe it was a little social lubricant for talking with the old Vanna White.
Yeah, could be.
What do you feel about that? You don't feel anything because no one watches Wheel of Fortune.
No, I've never watched the show, to be honest.
I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune in multiple years, but I will say that I did play the computer game.
Me too.
Yeah.
I played on the old Apple Mac.
Absolutely.
Back in like 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are good times. So we'll kind of go into our first segment.
What's that?
Our first segment today is going to be Red's Box.
Red's Box. All
Red's Box, a little movie talk. Where Red kind of goes in and dives into a recent movie that he's seen and kind of gives you his overview of what it is, if you should go see it or not.
Well, first of all, with it being early on in the semester, there's not a lot of homework. Weeknights, there's not a lot going on. So
there's girls and volleyball and basketball and other activities on campus.
Yeah, no thank you.
Okay, all right.
So we've been watching a lot of flicks here at 412 recently, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't see Contagion, especially if you're from the Minneapolis area. It's based in Minneapolis, so don't watch that. It'll freak you out, especially when you're sick. But I'm going to have to say you got to see Ides of March. It's a great flick. George Clooney, Ryan Gosling, both did really well, I thought. Don't want to ruin too much for you. Gosling plays George Clooney's assistant campaign manager, and he is this up-and-coming right-hand man to George Clooney, who's running for office. And he finds out this little secret that Clooney's trying to hide from everybody, and he basically tries to fix the situation while maintaining his job. Philip Seymour Hoffman's also in it. I thought he was awesome.
I love Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Wide range actor.
He just looks so passionate in everything you do, whether it's Along Came Polly,
where
he's that funny guy, or it's something like this, where he's a serious actor.
Yep, but he still puts in those little kind of, comedic nuances, even in his important, serious roles.
Right.
Nice.
I mean, what about, even Patch Adams? Do you remember Philip Seymour
Yeah,
Hoffman
he was,
in Patch Adams?
Yeah, I just saw that a couple weeks ago for the first time, and he was great.
And he's like that serious student
kind of
that I try to be.
Yeah. He's kind of, got to play a little bit of, the I'm better than you are, and he does it really well.
And his voice is just so distinguished.
Yep.
But, yeah, so Ides of March. What would you give that?
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Doesn't get too much better than that, I thought, especially for, something that didn't get a lot of press in the, with the trailers and stuff on TV.
Is it really political? I mean, can the family sit down and watch this and not feel like they're getting badgered, or it's all politics?
I think so. I definitely think it gives a good context of what's going on.
Okay.
Really, George Clooney kind of plays a different role than he usually does. He kind of has a bit of a villain, and that's kind of a change up for him too. I thought he did it well.
Right. I was just looking at my coffee cup and it's empty. And I would love to go get more, but Caribou's closed. Right? I mean, 9 o'clock. They're closed. How can you close as a coffee shop at 9 o'clock at night? What do people use caffeine for, Red? They use caffeine to get up in the morning and get awake, as well as stay awake late. I'm a college student, right? I'm doing stuff. I'm doing, clearly not homework, but other things that relate to me staying up late. And so I need this caffeine, this coffee, and they're losing oodles of my money. Oodles of my money.
Oodles.
Just, I mean, I grabbed...
Word of the day, oodles.
I had to go to some local gas station and get some rundown weak coffee because the coffee that I want, with the Caribou name and brand on it, and a little inspiration on the cup that I like, that's not available past 9 o'clock.
You just go there for the girls.
I do not go there for... The girls are never there. It's always 3 dudes.
Because they know you're coming.
Oh, ha, 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 you're funny. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about anything Caribou related anymore. They're on my list.
They're on
People
your-
I will not give business to until tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
So if you want to pay $4 a cup for coffee somewhere else, you're out of luck, is what you're saying?
Yep.
So you got to go buy something that's cheap.
That's right.
Boo-hoo.
Well, yeah, well, that's about it, though. You said you had to go get jeans.
I need some new jeans.
You told me earlier you had to go get jeans.
Need some new blue jeans.
Some new blue jeans.
Yep.
And what's holding you back? What's the problem?
No, there's not a problem.
There's
I
no problem?
was thinking, I need some new jeans. And I thought, how does Hines buy his jeans? Because...
How do I buy my jeans?
Yeah. What do
I
you
go
do?
to the store, I pick out my jeans in the right size so that they're not hanging halfway off. Yeah.
Are you making a comment about how I wear my jeans?
Maybe not you, maybe some other people we hang out with.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but
I know who you're talking about.
But I don't, and so I find the right size.
Who do you go with?
I go by myself.
See, I'm not willing to do that.
I ride solo.
I feel like a moron.
Why do you feel like a moron if you're going to get jeans by yourself?
I don't know. I don't like walking around a mall by myself.
Are you like the girls? Do you grab someone and go into the bathroom with you? Do you need help?
No.
What's the deal?
I just don't want to feel like an idiot.
How do you feel like an idiot? You're
I don't
going
know.
to get
Do you
jeans.
go grocery shopping by yourself? I refuse to go grocery shopping.
I go grocery shopping by myself, yeah.
Can't do it.
I mean, all you gotta do is call someone, be on the phone the entire time, you're killing two birds with one stone.
But I already take too much time buying groceries.
Well, I'm sorry that you're indecisive about everything.
Just trying to save a buck.
Yeah, save a buck. Maybe you should take some time and do extreme couponing.
No thanks.
Because I know you don't look at coupons.
Once in a while.
Here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. For pizza, maybe?
No coupons on pizza today.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you do it in inopportune times.
Yep.
But,
Brothers gotta eat, man. Brothers gotta eat.
So you don't like... So you have this problem that you can't go buy jeans alone.
Yep.
So you go with someone.
With a lady. My lady.
But you couldn't go alone.
Nope. I'm scared, Hines. Of all the big bad clerks.
I just don't get that. I mean, I think there are a billion people that go and buy jeans alone.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, their name's Hines. And they're losers.
Alright, well, since you can't buy jeans alone, I'm sure you can't pick up girls alone either. Right? And I don't, you know who I think would be the perfect wingman?
Who's that?
Ricky Rubio.
I hear you, man.
I think they should do a contest. Like Minnesota Timberwolves should do a contest. Ricky Rubio should do a contest. One night with Ricky Rubio on the town as his wingman.
Bet you get a lot of girls.
I just think it would be the coolest experience. Right? You're downtown, Minneapolis, hanging out with who? Ricky Rubio. He's our age. He's not any older than us. He's not any younger than us. Right? I mean, he's right there with us. He's the same age. Same age.
I bet he knows how to party, too.
He's Spanish.
Yeah.
He barely knows English.
Probably wears a sombrero. Wait, that's Mexico.
No sombrero. But I can't think of a better wingman. Right at this moment, right now in time.
He's big. He's out there. He's trending. Everybody wants to break off a piece of Ricky Rubio.
Yeah.
I don't know about what the ladies think about him, but seems like a pretty cool guy. We have our own little Ricky Rubio that'll be around here shortly. Biggus.
Yeah, Biggus is he looks quite a lot like Ricky Rubio.
Yep, he does.
He's got the whole Teen Wolf beard going on and about the same height and everything. So yeah, it definitely works that way.
Well, speaking of Ricky Rubio and athletes, Jay Cutler, Kristen Cavallari, they're having a baby.
They're having a baby.
They're expecting. Yep, they're pregnant.
Jay
Cutler is pregnant.
Oh yeah, never thought I'd see the day that would happen.
No, I mean he can't hit an open wide receiver.
Nope,
To save his life. Can't fit it between the D-backs.
Absolutely not.
but somehow he manages to, get in there and have a baby.
It's a mystery to me.
I don't know.
An absolute mystery.
I mean, I guess it's, whatever her name is.
Kristen.
Yep.
Let's call her Kristen.
What's easier? Her or hitting a wide receiver 30 yards down the field?
I'd have to say the receiver on this one.
Well, he obviously can't do it.
I just think I can't picture Kristen Cavallari outside of Laguna Beach. Like, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? You remember that show way back in the day?
Yeah, I can't picture Jay Cutler out of Laguna Beach either.
He was never in Laguna Beach.
Yeah, but he's just so soft and such a little pansy that he might as well be in Laguna Beach the whole time.
I just can't. I mean, it's like I don't know where the reality and the reality show of it mesh. Like, to me, Kristen Cavallari is not real. She's in a reality, just like Jersey Shore is not real.
Well, obviously she's not real because she's hanging out with Jay Cutler.
Boom, boom.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. So, so we don't... Clearly, Cutler has got a couple cards up his sleeve. Murray State won again. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Murray State college basketball team. They're what, 20-0?
20-0, I believe.
Yeah, just mid-major, just rising. Everybody loves this Cinderella story coming out of nowhere.
I did read yesterday that there is an outside chance that they could get a number 1 seed.
They will not get a number 1 seed.
I don't think so either.
Mark it on here, put it on the words. Yeah, no, not going to happen.
But if they did,
they would no longer have a Cinderella status, and it would be a terrible thing.
I think it would be a terrible thing. But it brings up the opportunity for what I saw some writer quoted as the white whale of a 16 seed beating a number 1 seed. It's possible. Murray State would probably be one of the worst number 1 seeds ever. As much as I hate to say it.
Worse than a 16 seed? I mean, we're talking 16 seed here. We're talking Coastal Carolina if you're lucky. We're talking...
but it's probably the best
UNC
opportunity.
Wilmington.
It's the best opportunity for it to ever happen.
Okay, I'll give you it's a good opportunity, but that's just like anything. I think that would be less likely to happen because I think Murray State's in this target that they have to play well. Where I think where the upset of 16-1 comes into play is that the one team takes the 16 team lightly. But I think if you're Murray State, you know you can't take anybody lightly. You're a mid-major. You're hunted. Your number 1 seed is a mid-major. That doesn't happen. I mean, you're going to be the talk. People are going to be all over you. It's that I fell asleep at the wheel thing early in the tournament that I think gets higher seeded teams.
But you would think that eventually a 16 seed would beat a 1 seed, which brings me to my point.
It'll happen at some point.
This is probably the greatest opportunity yet for this to happen.
I really don't think we have to worry about it because Murray State's not going to be a 1 seed.
You're right.
So we can move on. Now, let's go to our second segment of the night, Tunes Tribute. Where we talk about music that we've been kind of on lately.
Yep.
And listening to. And I know you've been kind of listening to some of your stuff. Yeah, yep. Big Crit.
Big Crit. He's out of Mississippi.
And nobody knows him, I'm sure.
No, people know him. I mean,
Red, nobody ever knows him because you like to have the finder's fee. You like to be the finder of.
I didn't find Big Crit.
Underground, within.
I have my sources. I have my sources.
You have your sources. You like
I trust. I trust my sources.
Immediately when someone gets popular, you're completely off the bandwagon.
Because when they get popular, they make bad music.
I remember when you used to be in a Big Sean. Until he got popular, and then all of a sudden his albums were terrible to you.
Well, he's had one album and it was terrible.
It was
There's
terrible.
one good song in the whole album, and it was a remake of a song he already had.
Mm-hmm. And I know you were a Mac Miller fan before he got big. Now you just think he's
kind of.
Yeah.
He sucks now. Yeah. I liked his couple of songs on his earlier mixtapes.
So what's this Big Crit all about? What's he got going for him?
Well, he's from Mississippi. He's kind of got that southern style. He's had a couple mixtapes. Some of my favorite songs of his are "Some Days." I really like "Hometown Hero." Mm-hmm. It's got that Adele sample that a lot of people are using lately. I just really like his style. He's got a little underground flavor to him, but he also has a little bit of mainstream sound too. Who are you feeling lately?
Time flies, and I think they're going to be huge. I'm going to warn you that the train is not stopping at the next couple stops, and it's just going to keep going because right now they are gaining a huge following. They're starting to sell out their concert venues, a higher number. They're actually in Minneapolis on February 11th.
You going?
At the Loft. I'm not going.
You're not going.
I'm not going.
True fan you are.
Yeah, well, certain things came about. And the show's already sold out. I mean, you had to jump on the tickets. There was no messing around. 1,700 people venue, and it's completely sold out now. And it's been sold out for a couple days, and the show's 3 weeks away. So, I mean, they must be doing all right. And they got a sold-out show in Chicago that actually sold out beforehand. That's the weekend after. But they it's a duo. One kind of raps to beats set by the producer, and he kind of uses different instruments. He uses steel drum. If you want to check them out, they're youtube.com. Time Flies Tuesday is what I'd search. But you can check out some of their new stuff. They just dropped, they have one album, the Scotch Tape. They've put up a couple more singles since then. And I really like just the way it all meshes together. And he's a very smooth rapper. He raps things that you can understand. His clarity is his best quality. Right? I mean, you can actually understand what he's saying. It's not this really fast rap that you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, that stuff sucks.
Yeah, well, we agree to disagree. And I'll take me every
time. Agree to disagree?
Yeah, I don't think it sucks.
What sucks?
Time flies.
I'm saying the fast stuff like Machine Gun Kelly. That stuff is terrible.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's what I agree with.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll agree to agree.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's what I've been kind of on lately, is the whole Time Flies thing. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Not my style, but good for you.
It's just something I usually listen to on like Spotify in the library.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Why not?
Doesn't have enough music on there.
What are you talking about? It's getting there. You got to start without everything. I'm surprised you don't like it because nobody's on the bandwagon yet. Once everybody jumps,
everybody's on the bandwagon.
I'm just saying,
All right, we'll deal with that in another show.
Yeah, but it's just something I like to listen to at the library.
Okay.
It's
I haven't been to the library in a while.
It's one of those things. Well, of course you haven't been to the library in quite a while. I'm a fan of the library. But you know what I'm not a fan of? I'm not a fan of people getting hit on in the library.
Never happened to me.
It's just one of those things where, I mean, I'm not sitting here saying it happens to me all the time, but it's one of those things where the library is a place of quiet study. Right?
I hear you.
It's some place where you just want to go and get your work done. You want to envelop yourself in the homework and do all that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So why do people feel like, why do girls feel like they can come, tap you on the shoulder, or sit down at your table and try to make this long, awkward conversation for what seems like an eternity at the library?
They probably think you're easy.
Oh, no. That's not the reason. The reason is it's a perfect opportunity because you can't avoid it. What are you going to do, storm off of the library? Storm out of the library.
Can't do it. Got stuff to do.
It's like picking at weak individuals.
Yeah.
And I'm a weak individual.
Yep.
I'm too nice.
Yeah.
So, it might as well even be church. I mean, you might as well be hitting on someone in church if you're going to hit on them in the library. Same rules apply. Everybody's quiet, right? You're there for a purpose, okay? So there's just some things you can't do. Some things are off limits.
I understand. Now what I want to know is is there a place on earth where girls won't come up and hit on Hines? That's what I want to know.
There's a lot of places.
Every place.
I can name every place I've been in the last 3 months.
Yeah, right.
Every place I've been in the last 3 months.
We went downtown last weekend, and every single female you talked to gave you a little the eye, if I may.
Did we even go downtown last week?
Yeah, we went on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We went for
it was terrible.
We went for an hour.
Yeah, and
that's all.
So 60 girls hit on you, so you're one a minute.
60 girls. There probably weren't even 60 girls down there. 6 girls.
6 girls.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's how I can't believe.
If women were allowed to go to the bathroom with you, they would hit on you in the bathroom. True statement.
I don't agree with that at all. But you know what does kind of freak me out? When people add you on Facebook.
Girls add you on Facebook.
Yeah, and I don't know them.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the friending protocol? Give me your friending protocol. Do you friend people on Facebook?
Well, yeah, I mean, I usually try to have, I don't count in my head, but, 3 or 4 run-ins with a person before I would add them. Mm-hmm. That's what I try to go by. I mean, I don't sit there and, like Hoosiers, you got to pass the ball 5 times before you can shoot.
Oh.
But as far as people friending me, I kind of limit what people do on Facebook for me because I don't want people to find my stuff because I'm a wild and crazy guy.
Right, yeah, so wild and crazy. So group project comes down. You're in a group with some people.
Yep.
Immediately okay to friend you?
Yes.
In a group?
Specifically, well, see, I think that's one thing that social websites like that do is it kind of makes it easy to organize, stuff like that.
Where's the boundaries though? Where's the social construct? I mean, if I walked up to you and I introduced you, and just because we're in a group,
depends on
now we're Facebook friends.
Well, what would you rather do? Give them your number or be Facebook friends?
Well, I think nowadays number's almost less personal. To be completely honest with you, you can't find out all the information in the world with my phone number. You can call me and interrupt my life maybe if I answer it, but beyond that, social network, you can find everything about me.
You gotta switch those preferences then, man.
I'm just saying, once I'm your friend, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I think you can learn a lot more about someone by being their Facebook friend than by giving out your number.
All right. I'd agree with you.
So why, what would you rather have, Facebook or Twitter?
Man, I don't know. I had a little while there where I was trying to get off the social media, horse, and it'd be tough. The only reason I really like Twitter is because it's so much information so quick. I mean, with stuff for athletes and musicians, things of that nature, I really like. That's something Facebook can't offer.
Right.
I don't really use Twitter to keep up with friends as much as I do with Facebook. By the way, Hines Red Ketchup, follow us. That's our name, at Hines Red Ketchup. We'll post links and such.
Different tidbits. What do you think? What do you prefer? I mean, I know you got me on the Twitter. I'm a Twitter
bandwagon.
guy. I just feel like Facebook displays different types of media, but Twitter can do the exact same thing. And I feel like Twitter is more of a conversation, right? I mean,
more personal.
Yep. If you want to have a conversation, I mean, I can throw out witty comments, and I'm not blowing up someone's Facebook wall or anything like that, or my own Facebook wall with statuses, because everybody on Twitter is doing it, and they're doing it at such a fast pace that it just kind of generates its own conversation. Okay, things can be trending. There can be different hashtags that you can click on to get everything being said about that topic. I mean, I just feel like it's more of a controlled conversation where Facebook's kind of like, almost like a dating profile website or a friend profile website, where social media is just kind of your voice, putting your comments to a name or to a tag. But Facebook's more of a, look at me, this is what I got, this is what I do, this is what it's almost like generalistic qualities.
Yeah. Twitter's a little more streamlined.
Yeah, I think so. More of a conversation.
Yeah.
Any weekend plans? I mean,
Biggus, what do you got going on this weekend?
Biggus has arrived in the studio and he's coming in. Hey, Biggus, any
what are you eating there?
Yeah, what are you eating?
Some spag.
Some spag?
A little bit of spag.
Yep, home brewed.
What weekend plans? Anything? Anything big this weekend? What is this weekend? 28th?
Nothing too big.
Yeah.
Last weekend of the month. Last chance. Last hurrah.
For what? Yeah, for what?
to go absolutely insane at the parties.
Oh.
And drink some 40s.
Drinking some 40s, obviously.
Maybe go shopping.
Jeans?
You want to go jean shopping with me?
Maybe
Whatever
Red
you guys
can bring
wanna
you.
get.
Maybe Red can bring you along jean shopping. He doesn't know how to do it outside of pairs.
Bunch of haters.
How about you, Red?
I don't buy clothes.
You don't buy. Biggus doesn't buy clothes.
My mom does.
That's true.
Kind of like Hines' mom.
Yeah.
I told you, if I could go every single time shopping for clothes with my mom, I would. She knows me the best. She's got the best taste. These clothes were probably bought with my mom. I don't know. I don't tag it in my closet, but I'm sure.
You should tag it in your closet.
Really?
Yeah. And then when people ask you, where'd you get that? You can say, oh, my mom bought it for me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Heartwarming.
So Red, plans this weekend.
Gustavus men's basketball, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Playing St. Thomas. It's a big game. If Gustavus wins, I think they move into a tie in the MIAC conference. So it's a big game. See my boy Paul Blacklock
Okay,
play.
I was going to say, there better be a reason that you're paying attention to Gustavus basketball.
Hey, they got a good squad this year. I like what they're doing. What do you got going on?
Not a whole heap. Just, catching up on the things you can't catch up when I'm doing these podcasts.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to ref some basketball on Saturday morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you even know what you're doing?
No, not a clue.
Great.
It doesn't really matter at this point, but.
What are you reffing?
Of course I know what I'm doing.
What are you reffing?
Some 6th grade basketball.
What, do you know what teams?
I don't know what teams.
Oh.
I don't think I want to know. I don't want to be biased.
Well, if anybody has, any parents are going to are listening to this on the, small chance, and you see about 6'2", dark-haired, referee that's terrible, you know it's Hines.
Oh yeah, drop it.
It's Hines.
Yeah, that'll definitely be me.
So what do you got for some, send-off shout-outs?
That's right. Well,
Who
we'll
you
do
shouting
some,
out to?
Yeah, we'll do some send-outs and shout-outs. Well, first shout-out is to the girl in American Idol from North Mankato.
Yeah, good for her.
Right? She goes by. Judges have great things to say about her. She's bipolar disease.
Overcoming
Obstacles.
adversity.
Obstacles. Yep. They had a whole story on her. Grew up on the farm, looked like, dealt with this throughout, has overcome it. Sometimes she shakes so much that she just can't even, singing's the only thing that calm her down, so.
As Stuart Scott says, she's overcoming adversity.
Absolutely. How about any shout outs from your end?
I'm shouting out to the two, there's a Mankato woman on Price is Right in the showcase. She was going against a woman from Lewiston, Minnesota, just down the road from Winona, where I hail from. And, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, a lot of national TV exposure for this area.
Yeah, sadly it's on American Idol and Price is Right.
Well, I mean, what else is it going to be on? It's not going to be on CNN, so.
I wish.
Or ESPN. But, yeah.
ESPN should catch that Magic Johnson intramural basketball.
Tuesday, 8:30. Be there.
Yep. Auto Rec.
But, yeah, I got one more. I got one more shout out.
Who else to shout out to?
I'm going to shout out to Steckler, buddy of mine, first Division III NCAA basketball game that he's repping tonight.
That's exciting.
Little JV action down there in Gustavus.
Good for him.
Yeah, moving on up.
Making paper.
Doing it just like Jerry Crawford did it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Making it all the way to the NBA one day. Nah, he told me he's not going to rep after this anymore. But
Who's that guy that, who's the guy that was throwing all those NBA games? The referee.
Oh, I don't remember his name. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If anybody remembers that guy's name.
Drop it on the Twitter.
Yeah, get us
Make
on
us look
Twitter.
bad. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, alright, well that's about it. So,
We'll hope to catch you guys next week.
yeah. This is Hines and Red signing off, and we'll catch up with you next week.